All right, guys. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, all depending on when and where you're logging in from. And welcome to this EtherChain presentation. Now, for those of you who know me, my name is Andreas Kartrud, coming to you from Malmö, Sweden, and I'm the creator of this smart contract. And I'm going to talk to you exactly what this program is about, how it works, and how we can all participate in this and really accumulate Ethereum and support others on the way. Now let's start right off, and we're going to share the screen and we're going to go straight into the presentation itself. If you guys have any questions, let us do them at the end of this presentation. Let us get going. So we're here to talk about EtherChain, as we know. And what is EtherChain? What is the vision of it? What is the mission of it? And to break it down very easily, EtherChain is the world's first decentralized community support fund. That means it's a place where you can seek support and give support and get support. It's a financial support system built on smart contract technology by the community for the community. It is by far the most transparent peer-to-peer financial support system in the world. Now, before we talk about EtherChain, I want to talk a little bit about a smart contract and what this is, because having a basic understanding of this is very, very important. Now, a smart contract, to explain it easily, it is a self-executing contract which is deployed on the public blockchain. Now, it can act in several different ways, but basically what it does is that it store and execute transactions of value without the need of a third party. It has the characteristics of being non-corruptible, tamper-proof, fair, just, open, and transparent. That means it's immutable. Nobody can change it. Nobody can alter it. Nobody can control it except the smart contract. It acts strictly according to the pre-written rules of this contract, nothing less, nothing more. It is fully transparent and decentralized, meaning there's no central point of control to the contract. And there's no limits to what a smart contract algorithm can do, nor how it can be coded. The contract is there to simply perform the action it has been programmed to do without the need of a third party or human intervention. Now, what is the EtherChain? The EtherChain smart contract has been designed to provide everyone with an independent financial support fund based on blockchain and smart contract technology. Any participant can contribute Ethereum towards the community fund and support the EtherChain community members. And by doing so, the participant will activate the contract code and will receive support back from other community members. EtherChain is 100% decentralized and a community-based project. That means there are no guarantee nor additional profits made in the system. All that you receive from EtherChain is based upon your own and the community efforts, as this is a peer-to-peer support model where you support others and others support you. EtherChain can actually be viewed as a decentralized third party, which ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all according to the algorithm code. There are no mediators or intermediaries. There are no owners. There's no CEO. There's no company. There's no human interaction, which is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners and partners' funds according to the rules of the smart contract. It is by far the most reasonable, safest, and best cutting-edge financial support model available at this time. Now, how does it work? Well, you can participate in EtherChain by depositing a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum to the fund. That's all you need to do. You will now be eligible to receive back from the community 310% of that deposit. So for example, if you put 1 Ethereum in, you can take 3.1 out. Now, the 310% is returned in 4 different ways. You have 1 passive and 3 by marketing. Now, when the 310% is accumulated through any of the 4 ways, a new deposit must be made equal or greater to continue receiving from the fund. The 4 different ways is as following. Number 1 is the 1% daily return on your deposit. This is something every single community member in EtherChain is receiving. It goes for a maximum of 310 days, and it is 100% passive. Now, the second one is a 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing the community fund. We also have a matching commission on your partner's daily return and a daily top referral pool, which goes by 5% of all deposits. We're going to have a look at them in detail. Now, the 1% is pretty straightforward. It is 1% of the deposited amount and is paid daily to all users by the system algorithm, up to the point when the maximum deposit limit is reached, i.e. 3.1 times. So suppose that you support the fund with 5 Ethereum. That means you can receive 15.5 Ethereum back. On a daily basis, you will receive 0.05 Ethereum until 310 days, or until the maximum limit is achieved by any of the other 3 ways, whichever is reached first. Now, the direct commission is awarded to a sponsor when the direct partner makes a deposit. It goes for the first deposit and any future redeposits that might happen. It is 10% of the deposited amount. So let's say your partner deposits 10 Ethereum, you will receive 1 Ethereum instantly as your commission. And there are no limits to how many partners you can have. This is a uni-level structure, meaning that you can have unlimited partners on your front line. Now, keep in mind that all commissions apply towards the 3.1 limit. Now, looking at the matching commission, this is the hidden gem in the entire compensation plan. This is what creates sustainability. And the matching bonus and the matching commission is based upon the partner's 1% daily return. It is awarded every single time a downline partner makes a withdrawal. That means you're not just getting paid when you bring in someone, the 10% that you receive in instant commission. You receive commission every single time someone in your downline structure makes a withdrawal. That is powerful. Now, the levels of matching is based upon how many directs you personally have. Now, you will have 1 level added for each direct referral. That means if you have 1 direct, you will only receive matching on that 1 person, nothing below. If you have 3 directs, you will have 3 levels of partners that you receive matching on. If you have 10, you will have 10 levels. If you have 15 or more, you will have 15 levels of matching. Now, the matching is as following. On all your direct partners, you'll receive a 30% match when they make a withdrawal. That is huge. And on all partners on your second level, you'll receive a 10% match. On all partners on third, fourth, and fifth level, you'll still receive a 10% match whenever they make a withdrawal. On all partners on level 6 to 10, you will have an 8% match, and all partners on level 11 to 15, you will have a 5% match. Now, as we said, keep in mind, you need 1 level and 1 direct added for each level. So 15 directs will give you 15 levels. You can, of course, have 50 directs if you want, but the 15 levels is the maximum. Now, looking at the daily top sponsor pool, this is another really, really cool incentive that rewards the top producers of Ethereum volume towards the fund. Now, 5% of all deposits going into EtherChain is added to the daily top sponsor pool. 10% of this pool is awarded to the top 4 sponsors of Ethereum volume every single day. Remaining 90% is rolled over to the next day's pool for continuous growth of this. Right now, this pool is around 200 Ethereum. That means 20 Ethereum is being paid out every single day to the top 4 producers, or shared between the top 4 producers. And the allocation of the 10% is as following: 40%, 30, 20, and 10. And this has been paying out since we started for 4 weeks now. Every single day, we have 4 new people that are receiving this reward. It is an amazing incentive that is really, really pushing this build. Now, let's have a look at the deposit functions. We have a minimum and a maximum deposit limit in order to increase the sustainability of this fund for a long, long, long time. The first deposit, we have a minimum deposit of 0.1 Ethereum and a maximum of 10. Now, your second deposit, what's important to know is that once you made a deposit, you need to receive the full 310 limit before you can make a second deposit. Once you have received the full amount, you can now make the second, and that needs to be equal or greater than the previous, and you can deposit up to 30 Ethereum. Now, the third deposit needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 90 Ethereum, and the fourth and any after needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 200. So 200 Ethereum is the maximum amount that you can actually deposit to the fund, but there are no limits to how many cycles you can complete, how many 310 limits that you can complete. They are limitless. Now, let's have a look at the full algorithm distribution of the fund. Out of the 100% that is being deposited to EtherChain, 1% goes away as a platform fee, 5% is being added to the daily pool, 10% is being paid out immediately as direct referral commission, while 84% is stored and distributed by the contract itself. It is the daily 1%, including matching bonuses. Now, I just want to paint you guys a picture of how this really works. This means that 84% of whatever anyone brings into this community goes toward the entire community. What we're used to is that when somebody makes a deposit or contribution or purchase a slot or whatever, 100% of that goes to one person. One person helping only one person, that be themselves. Here, 84%. If you bring in a person, 84% of that deposit goes towards the community fund, helping every single person in this community to receive their daily 1%. That means that we are truly, truly doing a proper team build. We're not only focusing on ourselves, because 84% of what we do goes towards others. But that also means that 84% of whatever everyone else does goes towards you as well. That is the beauty and the magic of EtherChain. Now, let's finish off with a couple important notes. EtherChain, as we know, is a community-based project. It is 100% decentralized. It is peer-to-peer transactions through a smart contract. Each deposit cycle is 310%, and when the 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning and receiving from any of the 4 ways. The minimum entry is 0.1. We're open to all participants globally. There are absolutely no restrictions. All you need is some Ethereum and an Ethereum wallet. And what else? What's unique? No referrals required in order to receive. The 1% pays out daily to every single member, 100% passive. There's not one single community member in EtherChain that has not received. 100% of all members are receiving on a daily basis. You can, of course, increase the speed of your returns to 310% by helping to grow the community fund through marketing and sharing of EtherChain. There is absolutely no hiding that this is a community-based project. Everything that we receive from others. Everything that we give to others. And in order to sustain a community build like this, we need to reward those that are actually building it, those that are sustaining it. And that is why we have a very, very lucrative, but also very justified marketing plan. Those who help to build this community, to help sustain and help to share this, will have endless possibilities of earnings. And it's all thanks to the EtherChain fund. All right, guys, with that, we are going to drop off the presentation itself. We're going to do switch gear and do a quick update on where we are and what's going on right now. As we all know, guys, it is the 8th today. We're looking forward till tomorrow, the 9th, which is or will be the official launch date of EtherChain. It is also when we will verify our contract. I know this is something that a lot of you are waiting for, and I cannot say how much appreciated it is with the support, the commitment, and the trust that you have given towards EtherChain during these 4 weeks of pre-launch being unverified. And that, my friends, is going to, what can we say, going to be paid off now. Once we move into the verified process where we can actually show everybody who we are, the full code, and that's what they want to see. We are going to see a tremendous momentum coming in. We have close to 10,000 members in 4 weeks, unverified. We have thousands and thousands of people that are just waiting for this contract to be verified. And once that happens, sky's the limit. Or I wouldn't even say the sky's the limit, because you know what? The mind is your limit. If you think it, you can achieve it. If you believe it, you can do it. So that is what we're looking for tomorrow. To tell you a little bit about the process, just so we don't have a ton of questions coming in already from early morning tomorrow, it will happen around midday. So it would be around this time tomorrow. We're looking at about 24 to 30 hours before the verification will happen. So midday, evening time tomorrow. The reason why it goes a little bit further out on the day is because we're conducting a third-party audit on the contract code right now in order to ensure that our coders and my developers have done the proper work they're supposed to be doing. We are using a third-party corporate to check their work, to ensure that everything is spot on, that there are no loopholes, that there are no backdoors, that there are nothing that can interfere with EtherChain once we're verified. So that is the process right now. All of this will be available on the website, on the site. We will have documents with certificates with seals explaining and showing that we are audited by a third party. Now, anybody who wants to conduct an independent third-party audit on our code is more than welcome to do so once we are verified. It will be open source, open code for everybody to do so. If you are doing it, please let us know and send us the results after so that we can add that to the site as well. The more, more we have that, the better it is. We can never have too much. So that is what we're looking for right now, or we're looking forward to right now. Before we actually drop off, let me just update everybody on the progress, the contract as well. Let me just go quickly in here and check where we are right now, because guys, there has been a tremendous momentum going in last couple of days, and we have right now, we're almost crossing 8,100 Ethereum in the fund. 8,094 right now. That is an amazing achievement in 4 weeks, and more than 2,700 Ethereum withdrawn by members. That is an amazing, that is an incredible amount. And if you add those two together, you get the full amount that people have deposited total to this contract, which becomes 2,802 Ethereum in 4 weeks. That is amazing. 10,702 total. So guys, congratulations to each and every one of you. We can also see the members count is closing in on 9,184. It is an amazing achievement. And guys, we are only and barely scratching the surface right now. 4 weeks as an unverified contract. The real launch comes tomorrow. And that is when we're starting off. All right, guys, let me just check quickly and see if there are any questions that we need to go through. I believe, as it says here, EtherChain will rock. Guys, that is a mild statement, because I don't know if you guys have realized it, but we are right now paving our way through uncharted territory. We are doing something no one has done before, and that is creating a true community support fund, which is decentralized, running on the blockchain. This is the whole idea about blockchain and cryptocurrency, having a financial system which is unattached to any government or authority like that. And we had it with Bitcoin, we have it with Ethereum, but we haven't really gotten a system for it, a real system that can actually support and sustain people. But you know what? That is what we have with EtherChain. EtherChain will sustain as long as we want it to. We are EtherChain, and EtherChain is us. We have an amazing journey ahead of us, and I could not have been more proud to have each and every one of you on board. We are going to write history. This is going to be a legacy, guys, and you guys are all a part of it right now before anyone else. You're the first one in the entire world, and I would like to point this out, that you know what? Whatever we do today, that will benefit us tomorrow. That has never been more true than what it is today. Because guys, whoever you speak to today, whoever you share EtherChain with, they have not heard of it yet. That means you have the opportunity to override several countries, thousands of people, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, if you just go to work, if you just start sharing it. We have something that is truly unique. We have a smart contract. It's immutable. It's scam proof. People do not need to worry about the system itself. We have an amazing community with amazing leadership, where everybody is helping and supporting each other, where everybody has a positive mindset and want to make a big impact on others, helping them. That is waking up to see the group chat is one of the highlights of the day, because there are just so much positivity there, and everybody's supporting and helping each other. It is a community that people want to be a part of. And guys, that is exactly what we want to create. We're not forcing anyone to join us. We're inviting them to join us on a journey. That is what we're doing. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm getting a little bit carried away when I'm talking about the vision, because this is so much more than just another smart contract. Guys, there are tons and tons of smart contracts out there, good or bad, I really don't know. I don't want to say anything, but there are tons of them. But there are none with a true vision, with a true mission, and really wants to make a change, to help others. That is what we want to do. So guys, yes, let's bring this to the world, guys. Let's make sure that we can help and support people like we ourselves wanted to be helped and support. This is our shot. This is our life's mission. This is where we can truly make a change. So guys, with that, we are going to cut it a little bit short today. I need to get off because I need to get back to my programs and developers. We are almost completed with the audit. So I have a little bit of work there. I'm looking forward till tomorrow. I cannot wait. I know you all are as well. Thank you, each and every one of you, for the support that you have given so far. And thank you so much for the support that you will continue to give. We have an amazing journey ahead of us. Thank you so much for supporting it. And I'll see you all soon. If you had any questions in the group, thank you so much. All right, guys. Bye-bye.